Well, hello everyone. I hope you missed me. But I'm back now. And I'm ever so happy to be here. And, no matter where you look, there's always going to be light reflection in your glasses, Son of Stapes. It's just a sad fact. So welcome everyone back to Son of Stapes. I've been gone for a couple of weeks, but I'm back now. Just quickly throwing out some hellos to my discords. Yeah, I'll explain where I've been shortly. And I think that does it. Okay, so when last we left our stream, if you can remember that far back, jeez, that camera is. Sorry, you guys have to see how the sausage is made, as they say. Gotta wait for my stream to catch up. All the finest quality viewers, viewership sites here on Son of Stapes. Okay, so where have I been? 2 weeks ago I was sick. I don't really have a great way of updating my streamers to let them know if I'm not going to be there. So I really apologize for that. But then last week, I suffered a pretty bad hard drive failure. And at the time, my computer was barely working at all. So I've gotten it back up and running now. I managed to do some very light data recovery and managed to save basically everything I could, including the save file that we have been using here. However, I was about 2 weeks behind, ironically, when I loaded it up. I don't know how that happened. I'm not going to complain, though, because only being 2 weeks behind is way better than having to start from the start. Miraculously, I managed to get the game basically to the same state as I had it before. The only thing... Well, the main difference is, instead of taking Locke to the floating continent, I decided I was going to use the Strago character. So I spent a little bit of time getting him stronger. And by stronger, I mean getting him his blue magic spells, or his lores. So when I pick him up in the World of Ruin here, maybe even tonight I'll do that, don't be surprised if he's much stronger. Now, I did go to Mobliz before picking up Edgar in Nikia, but it seems like I didn't get the Fenrir Esper, which I had picked up in the previous stream. So once I have the airship, I'm going to have to fly back to Mobliz and see what that's all about, because I kind of want my Espers, right? But I think backtracking right now to go pick it up would be slow, to say the least. So we're going to move forward with the plot. So we just picked up Edgar at Figaro Castle. He was pretending to be someone else, and we did a heist. Well, we didn't do the heist, but we watched it happen. We're going to go to Kolingen. Alright, so this is new territory since we've been in this terrible destroyed world that we're currently living in. It's a sad place. But there's a couple places I can visit here. Next stop, Colingen. Watch your step. Watch your step, old man. Alright, so we have a flan here. And combat is over. 63 experience points, 1 magic point, 287 GP. My gold isn't amazing. So I can't really go, like, shopping. Oh, a harp eye. So this week, I mean, we're going to have to get the new airship first, but this week we're going to be largely rebuilding the team, and priority is going to go to the characters that I want to be the strongest in the party. And really, there are no wrong answers there. But, okay, that's not where we need to go yet. The two characters I know for sure that I want to use are Strago, who it's a shame that you pick up so late in the first half of the game. But the other one I want to use is a secret character that we'll be picking up in Narsh. And he might be among our first stops once we have the airship. But essentially the next portion of the game is you recollect all your party members, and then there's a bunch of other optional stuff you can do. A lot of espers you need to pick up. There's 8 dragons that you need to beat scattered through the world. You don't have to beat them, but you absolutely should beat them. And we will be. Be teaching you my strats. So this is Colingen, a town we barely visited before.
Narsh is filled with monsters. I don't have any place to go home to.
That doesn't sound good.
Those beautiful days will never return.
Everybody has flashbacks now. Like, I know we've been gone for 2 weeks, but if I had been playing the game consistently through, I wouldn't need to remember what life was like. I was there.
Huh? Vlad, he must be searching for world over for that fabled treasure. Find the treasure, and you'll find Vlad.
Alright, this is Rachel, Locke's possessed girlfriend. Possessed. She's not possessed. She's being kept alive through, I want to say, that dude's herbs. And, well, we need some kind of powerful magic to fix it. Oh, look who it is.
Kenny, you're alive? Come along with us. We're after Kefka. Phew, I don't know if I have it in me anymore. What are you saying? I'm just a gambler. I just want to be left alone. This world is too chaotic for me. What's worse, I've lost my wings.
I feel a story coming on.
But before the world collapsed, you fought with all your heart. You were absolutely fearless. That was then. We can never have that world back. You want to live in this world as it is? No? Then do something about it. All right, you win. I'm starting to feel lucky again. Thanks, I needed that. Now let's go visit Daryl's tomb.
Who's Daryl?
We're gonna get us another one. Airship, that is.
I didn't test my mic before starting. I hope I'm coming through nice and clear. Okay, so this is where Daryl's tomb is, and you might recognize it from the place I went mistakenly a few minutes ago. First, let's take a look at our boy Kenny here. Optimize him. Relics we can give him will include... Now, if I'm remembering correctly, Daryl's tomb has a lot of undead enemies, so if we can find anything that protects us from those kinds of stats that they throw up, that would be good. Those would include things like poison and zombie. Well, Cure Ring is a good pick. Pretty sure I have a back guard equipped on Edgar right now. What's Star Pendant do? Protects against poison. Let's give that a try. And as for Espers, I don't remember what Setzer was using. We weren't using him much, so he's probably got an Esper on the go. Oh, Remedy. Seraphim? Yeah, that looks like it. Okay. Alright, fully outfitted and ready to rock. Let's go get us another airship. So of the characters we're using, the only one that's really been in our party a lot from the first half of the game was Edgar, aka Billy. So it's not as though we're rocking a fully powered party here. We were favoring characters like Tara and Edgar and Strago, and kind of Mog even, as we took him to get all of his dances. I took Gao out a little bit too to the Veld to help with Strago learning his blue magic. So that's a character we hadn't used really at all. And I picked up a couple of his better rages while I was doing that. I still don't intend to use Gao very much, but it's entirely possible that we could. Edgar's using the Atma weapon there, which is my favorite weapon in the game. It does damage based on his current HP, which right now isn't that good, but it's going to get better. I haven't decided if Edgar's going to be on the main party, just because I like him a lot and I use him often, but he's really strong. And while I'm not saying I'm in favor of using characters that are, this person, she was your friend?
Yeah, she was a piece of work. Nothing scared her.
Who builds something like that?
Could be anything lurking down here, so keep your eyes peeled.
Now there's at least one secret in here. It's been a while since I've played this through this far. I think I remember the secret stuff in here. Let's hope so. If you, the audience out there, notice me walking by something, please feel free to chirp up. Help is always appreciated. Alright, it looks like Sabin's going to do a crazy amount of damage in here. Oh, Edgar just got zombied. So did Setzer. We're going to have to watch out for stuff like that. 510 experience points, 1 magic point. Randy gained a level. Got Revivify times 2. So thankfully it did give me the means to cure that immediately. But if I'm not mistaken, these two will have crappy hit points remaining from that. So we've been using Billy here to mostly do the off-fighting healing like this. In battle, he mostly uses tools, so I don't need his MP. I also tried to keep most of the espers consistent from what I played last time, so most of the characters will still have the same spells they had access to before, because I'm smart like that. Or obsessive compulsive. Alright, so characters are already getting zombied again. Okay, that's bad. We should run away. Even though your characters are still standing, if they all get zombied, that's it. So we need to be a little quicker on beating those things down. Boy, that's hard on the MP. Well, we can always go out and use a tent if we need to. This tombstone is blank. Want to carve something? Nothing appropriate comes to mind. Well, shoot. Ooh, there's a chest here. Oh, Mad Oscar. Oh, why would I blitz? To remind people, because I'm playing with a keyboard, blitzes are not exactly the easiest thing for me to pull off. So I set Sabin up with a Genji glove and two different weapons. Well, they're the same weapon, but two weapons so that he does a lot of damage with just plain attacking. Kenny learned life. Got a revivify. Kenny, I think, is still learning Seraphim. Crystal Mail. We'll put that on Edgar. Serena gown. I don't know what that does, but let's see. Oh, she can't even wear it. It must be a relic. The Serena ring. I don't know. So the Mad Oscar is actually a Marlborough, which is a pretty dangerous enemy in Final Fantasy games. Famous for being able to use a skill called Bad Breath, which I think is called Sour Mouth in this translation. Bad Breath usually inflicts every status effect on you, which is very debilitating to say the least. So it's the kind of thing you want to not have happen. Randy learned Bio, got Revivify ×2. Have to pop another Revivify on Celes here. Luckily, they're giving me a lot of these because that zombie status is the worst. It's the pits. We don't really need tonics anymore, so we might as well pour them all down Celes' gut. There we go. That button doesn't seem to do anything. What a disappointment. I should be using tools instead of... Okay. Looks like fire claws were a good choice for in here. That's very comforting. We picked up the debilitator tool at the end of last stream, and we might get a chance to use it on the boss. I actually forget what the boss of this dungeon is like. I'm sure it'll come right back to me, but we're going to have to see. Oh, man. Lots of annoying enemies in this place. Celes gained a level, got 2 revivifies. Good money, I guess. Just cast and dot. I think we're almost at the stage of the game where it's not practical to use regular cure anymore. But my characters don't have a lot of MP still. Ooh, a secret door. That seems to have raised the water level, which we needed in that other room before we went there. Boy, that doom pollen stuff is annoying. Oh, man. Could really use you to stop beating up the party there, Zombie Sabin. Like, that would be just the best. As you hear the screaming child in the background, you must ask yourself, why doesn't he ever learn? Why doesn't he close the window? No. I never do learn. I never do close the window. In my defense, I'm not running my usual cold air machine that I've been running through the summer, and if I closed that window, it would probably be very stifling in here. But otherwise, for once, it's quite pleasant. So what do you know how to do, Kenny? Can you cure? You can. That's great. Because Billy's now out of MP. Received a Genji helmet. I'm going to guess that goes... Yeah. Genji gear is probably good stuff. Okay, a couple upgrades to the party there. Let's move forward. Still nothing to write in that gravestone in the room above us there. I thought I raised the water level. That's weird. Alright, no zombification. $345 experience, 2 magic points. Randy learned Break. Celes learned Fire 2. Got Revivify ×3. Celes, I believe, is currently learning a Frit, which is a slow Esper to learn everything from because of the Drain spell. So far, so good against those Marlboros. Malboros, I guess is how they're actually pronounced. Good old slot machine. I'm not the biggest fan of Setzer as a character because of that stupid slot machine and how unreliable it is. And yet, in Final Fantasy VII, the guy with the slot machine is my favorite guy. Who knew? It's very different. $345 experience points, 2 magic points, got 2 Revivifies. We're going to be in Revivify heaven by the time we leave this place. Does that save point me? Oh, monster in a box. That's even worse. Okay, so remembering how the first boss fight in the game went, we're going to be a little cautious here. Let's try out the Debilitator. Now weak against thunder. Oh, crumbs. We don't want to hit the shell. So we're just going to wait this out. Actually, she's going to use Runic. Oh, magnitude 8. Keep using the Debilitator until he gets immune to, or weak against fire. Although he's probably already weak against fire. Now weak against poison. So I should be able to do that to it. Ugh. Keeping on top of people with cure is always a good idea in a boss fight like this, because if your party is dead, you will probably struggle to stay on top. Oh, it's dead. Okay, not so hard. What will we get for that awesome snail-killing battle? I mean, it was holding a treasure box, so you assume it'll have something. 2 magic points, a dragon claw, and 1,000 gold pieces. Now, that dragon claw is probably a better item than what we're rocking right now. But everything in this dungeon is weak to fire, so we're going to keep the fire claws on him right now. And in fact, since there's a save point that we know we're going to be using soon. Oh, he doesn't have any fire spells at all. Oh, the Man-Eater's a good weapon. But if I'm not mistaken, it has the one-hit kill property, and we don't necessarily want that in a crypt full of undead. Now this might be where the boss is, and we don't want to do that yet. I mean, I guess we can come back, but I'd still rather not. That should take care of him. 307 experience points, 3 magic points. Let's do a little Esper check here. Frit, I can understand, will take forever. Like I said, Drain really takes a really, really long time to learn. Although that's going to become the norm soon, those times 1 Espers. Shote, he's at 66% with... Over to Billy with Carbuncle. Yeah, he's done. So, what will we learn next? Basically just a few things here and there that Edgar hasn't learned. We'll give him Ramu. And Kenny with Seraphim is also done. We will give him Maduin. Now, y'all know that I've been really complaining about all these random battles I've had to deal with through the game. And very soon, we'll be coming up... Uh-oh. Okay, Sourmouth apparently only targets 1 character, so that's okay. Anyway, we will be coming up to an item that will allow me to basically skip all random fights. Now, you're probably thinking that means I'm going to just use it all the time, but unfortunately, we need to have these random fights, or else we, simply put, won't level up at all. But that said, I might use it in some places. Anyway, that is the end of the area, so we don't want to be there yet. We gotta go back and forage for treasure. Oh, Doom Pollen. So annoying. Two magic points. I keep getting these amulets, but I don't know what they do. I guess I could find out. I guess that is an option that's available to me. Anyway, all this to say, don't expect Setzer to stick around the party. Okay. Some letters have been carved here. E-R-A-U. Letters have been carved here. S-Q-I-S. Basically, it's part of a puzzle. I've had this puzzle memorized since the 90s, so... if it let me just carve things in there to start with, we could have just proceeded, but you have to go into this room and read all the tombstones. Fight the stupid monsters. WHET, and DILRO. So essentially what you want to carve is the world is square backwards. Oh. Find the experience egg in a back room in the 3rd basement. What's the experience egg, you might ask? Well, it's a very handy-dandy relic that we definitely want to get our hands on. It allows whoever's equipped it to gain double XP, which is great for leveling up a specific character as you need it. And we will probably use it on there we go. Man, so many different status effects are getting thrown at me in here. It's the pits. Billy gained a level. Billy learned Bolt. Got 2 Revivifies. Good money, though. Let it never be said that I didn't appreciate the money from killing these undead bastards. Received experience egg. Hooray. Mad Oscar. Okay. Pressing on. I should probably equip that experience egg on somebody. Somebody named Billy. Ah, these amulets protect against poison, dark, and zombie. That's very handy in here. No. He can be poison, dark, and zombied all day. Well, the next amulet will go to Setzer. Ugh. Alright, that's the tombstone room. Cross the river back over here. The river. Cross the pool of water. Another Mad Oscar. I think we're pretty much done here in Daryl's tomb. Alright. Just making sure I'm not missing anything in here. So we'll use another tent. We'll save our game. And then we'll proceed to the boss. So tedious. Okay. We're going to use a Revivify, of which we have 28 now, on Kenny. Did I pick up a relic in that fight? No. Then we'll use Billy's healing powers to boost him back to full. Daryl sleeps here. And that leads to this boss fight. So this is just going to be our general strategy. Oh, it's not a good idea for Edgar to do that with his chainsaw. Not going to use the slot machine anymore. Oh, maybe I will. It's fun for stream. But we're going to switch Edgar to drill. Sabin will keep fighting, and Celes will keep casting runic. Because this guy uses a lot of magic. Here we go. Oh, nothing. Mugu Mugu. Oof. Oh, good. I mean, this strategy is pretty... oh, no. Well, you blew it. We're going to have to interrupt our constant use of runic. Throw a couple Cure 2s up on the party. Just in case something awful is about to happen. Now that might have been overcure, but whatever. We'll get our runic back up and hopefully no one will die. Oh, like that. Still kicking it. Oh, finally. Finally got him, y'all. 5 magic points. Billy learned poison. Randy learned doom. I suppose that means Randy doesn't need shout anymore. And he can learn phantom, so we'll do that.
This brings back a lot of memories.
Oh. This experimental airship is probably a bit unstable.
You can't be serious. What are you trying to prove? Watch your step.
If something should happen to me, the Falcon's yours.
Nonsense. I'll win the Falcon from you when I whip you in a race. You better clear out of my way.
Big talk, Buster. Look at them zooming around in circles. It's not a very good flight plan. Whee! They sure love that perspective.
There's nothing like flying.
Come on, stop lagging back there. Or do you like chewing on my wake? I don't understand how he could possibly hear her.
Listen to you.
This time's for real. I'm going to break every record. I'll be known as the woman who flew closest to the stars.
Be back before sunset. I'll be waiting for you on our hill.
But she never came back, did she?
The wreck of the Falcon was found a full year later in a distant land. I restored the craft and then put it to rest down here. This is the Falcon? I put it in storage. I couldn't bear to look at it. But now, it just may save us. The Falcon.
And just like that, it works perfectly. Oh, look at the majesty as it bursts from under the ocean.
I finally think we're gonna pull this off.
We can attack Kefka's tower from the air.
The Falcon's gonna give us one last chance at that guy. But first, we need to find our friends. Right, first things first. For once, I feel hopeful.
Hey, a bird. Kenny, follow that bird.
But why?
I don't know. Something inside just tells me it's important. So you follow the bird there. But you don't have to stay there. And we won't. Because the first place we're going to go is back to Mobliz and see about getting that Fenrir Esper. Because I want it. I want it, I want it, I want it. Now, the main problem with the Falcon, as opposed to whatever the last airship was called, is that it doesn't have a guy in the basement that heals your party to full when you go visit it. That's kind of lame. Because no free heal is definitely worse than a free heal. Okay, so this is going to suggest to me that I didn't save properly when I came through here before. So I'm going to have to do this part again. But luckily it's just one fight, really. So apologies if you're tuning in and you've already seen this and you're thinking, what the hell, Son of Stapes? What are you doing, bud?
You're going to have to fight your way in here, chump.
Well, we've already heard this. If you want to go back and see me narrate this part of the game, please check the previous part in the playlist. But I'll give you the too long didn't read as we scroll through the ponderous dialogue. Tara lives here. She's hanging out with all these children. There's a pregnant chick. And Tara doesn't really have the fight in her anymore. So we're going to go try to talk some sense into her, but she just won't have it. She just won't. She's just not into helping. She's not down with the cause anymore. The only cause she feels is saving these kids from themselves. Here we have another flashback. Lots of these. Mobliz, of course, was the town on the Veld before where you had to buy dried meat to feed Gao. We didn't spend a lot of time there. We didn't meet a lot of these characters. But you're going to meet them now, by gum. Oh, here comes the tough teenager to come talk sense to my 4 armed party members.
You can't take Tara away.
Oh,
Dwayne, please excuse him. It's just that if Tara goes, she takes with her the very spirit of our survival.
again, I already narrated this last session. This should be a much easier fight, though, with 4 characters as opposed to 2. Ooh, pardon me.
Help! Run! Fun Baba's coming!
Good old Fun Baba. For those of you who don't remember, Fun Baba is an ancient demon who's been unleashed upon the world. Now, Tara's only got 174 hit points here, so she's not going to do much. Annihilated. Okay, so here we go. So if I remember correctly, he's weak against poison. Thus, we want to hit him with spells like Bio. If we have it, which we don't on this character. Okay, see how quick that was, guys? Thanks for being patient. So that should give us access to a new Esper, who we talked about last week a bit. He's not the best Esper in the game, but he's useful. He's a utility Esper, if you will. And if you're cheating, he's a great Esper to pick up, but I'm not going to explain about that. Okay, so Tara's not coming with us. Picked up Fenrir. Okay, so that's all we needed to do. Now, who do we pick up first? There's so many different characters. If you follow the thread to that bird, you basically get to pick up Cyan, light blue. And that's not bad, but it's not really necessary either. Now, Narsh is not a place you should normally visit without Locke, but we're going to visit it. Oh, that's the man in the Veld's house, aka Gao's father. Gao is one of the easiest people to pick up, but you need to have an empty party slot, and you can't get that until you've picked up at least one character. So we're going to try Narsh. If it doesn't go well, we're not going to try Narsh. See right away. Right away, we're getting attacked by red wolves. Which it looks like Sabin's attacks don't do so much against. Time to kick out the DPS a bit here. Thought I was wearing a back guard. Oh well. Oh, I must have unequipped it for the amulets, which I don't really need anymore. So I'll switch those off. Randy gained a level. So as you can see, Narsh is not a safe place to be right now. Oh my goodness, excuse me. It's been overrun by monsters. You actually need someone to pick locks in order to get into any of the stores or things. And that's going to come up again later, but for now, we're not really concerned about that. Yeah, the peace ring is still probably better.
What are you doing here? Doesn't matter, really. Nothing left anyway. There's only one Moogle still around, and only a treasure hunter could pick that lock.
Well, the Moogle is what we're interested in, as it turns out. Back attacked again by these Red Wolf SOBs. Alright, well, it's looking like I can't run. So we're going to pop our characters into the front row. Thank goodness for the drill tool. It's probably the most used thing in my party so far. Oh, getting rushed. $515 experience points, 1 magic point, 1,236 gold pieces. I think I want this. I'll admit I don't remember Narsh super well. Well, I hope ice doesn't heal them. Nope. It doesn't do a heck of a lot of damage, but it doesn't heal them. Okay, victory, 515 experience, 1 magic point, a tonic, 1236 GP. Making out like a bandito. So here are some new enemies. I don't really know what they're capable of. We're going to just try to AoE them down. Okay, they seem to be immune to fire, so that's just healing them. Boom. That should help. Doom step. Oh, for goodness sakes. Victory. 738 experience points, 2 magic points. Billy gained a level, got a fire rod, 1,601 gold pieces. I'll use one of our many revivifies to bring Celes back. I have a sneaking suspicion I went the wrong way. Ah, yes, I haven't gotten the treasure chests in here as per Vlad's recommendation. It'll be interesting to see what's in them. Pod bracelet. Cast safe and shell. I think it's time to put that dragon claw on. Wizards and Psychots again. Oh, gosh darn it. All the zombie spells are getting pretty lame, Squaresoft. double whammy of having to actually go into my items and use a Revivify on top of then having to use a bucket load of MP to heal the character is just draining. Ugh. Another fight immediately. Wizards and Psychots. What a surprise. I will use Ice 2. Boy, that's annoying. And it happens every single fight. Alright. Let's pop a Revivify on Kenny. And then have Kenny cure himself. Elixir. Ooh. So the 3 bars basically just do a random Esper for free. That wasn't a very good one. But it did the trick. 553 experience, 2 MP, 1601 GP. Amounts that you're pretty used to seeing by now, I'd imagine. Well, here they are again. Oh, look, Red Wolves are in this group. That's exciting for a change of pace. $517 experience, 1 magic point, 1374 GP. Wizards and Psychots again. This should fix them. Billy gained a level. That's pretty good. Billy should be surging up in levels right now, thanks to the experience egg. Well, maybe not surging, but still. This is the scene of our infamous Moogle fight. Hey.
Kerpopo, you're alive. I thought you were all feeding the worms, Kerpo. Kerpo, let's go.
Notice his name was Mog, despite the fact that we've renamed him Albie.
Say, we could use some Sasquatch muscle. Besides, he'd be helpless here without me. He's somewhere in the mines. Once we find him, I'll order him to join us.
Received Moogle Charm. Oh, does no one have warp? Oh, okay, good. Unequip some party members? All members.
Kerpo. Change party members?
Yes. Okay, so these are our 5 current party members. I'm going to probably give Setzer the boot for now. Oh, the Man-Eater is the best weapon he can use, huh? Well, we're going to use the Atma weapon on him. He can't use the Man-Eater? Oh, weird. Okay, what Espers were people learning? That seems about right. Haven't used Mog in a little while. Looks like he was using a unicorn. I don't think we have anything else that can learn discard. Not just yet. We gotta put relics on. So, for relics, we're gonna keep you the same. That's not what you had before. You had... her, we'll put the sprint shoes and the cure ring. And I don't intend to do this often, but we're going to put the Moogle Charm on him to skip all the super annoying fights in Narsh. And... give him the dragon boots, why not? Okay, so like I said, I don't want to make a habit of using the Moogle Charm, but in this particular instance, it's okay. Essentially what we're about to go do is fight 3 bosses in a row. If it all goes to plan, we'll get 2 new espers and a new party member out of the deal. But it's not easy because we're doing it right out of the gate here. But see how nice this is? No random battles. Unimpeded. Oh. There we go. We were on the right track all along. Alright, so this is one of those 8 dragons I was talking about. The ice dragon. And it's a nasty one, to be sure. Okay, Celes has been frozen, which basically means that she is going to be out of the fight. Okay. Maybe we can't do this fight just yet. He doesn't have life yet. I'm gonna say no. We probably can't. I sure hoped I saved it before that happened. Alright, well maybe we'll need to build up some strength before we go attempt that. Get everyone up to level 30 and see how that goes. In that case, we're going to take off the Moogle charm. And instead, we will equip the pod bracelet on him. We're going to visit the Lonely Island here. Check up on our boy Sid. That's not it. That's the massa. Guess if I'm not mistaken, there's something we can use here now. Yes. Magicite Pallador. I don't remember what that one does.
I feel much better, thanks, Celes.
Alright, Pallador. Neat. So this is Miranda. I don't believe there's any party members here, but I do think it has the best gear in the game you can purchase. Now, we might not want to spend our money here yet, but I just wanted to look around and see. There's the Opera House, which also has one of the dragons in it. We are looking for G-Door. Perfect. So this is where you pick up Realm. But I think since we're doing a bit of a roundup, we're going to start scumming for...
See anything you want? The auction's about to start.
Zone Seek. I have enough cash to afford him, and we got to do this at some point. So you remember the auction house. Essentially, we have to keep doing this until we get the Magicite offered to us, at which point we bid. There are a couple relics that they'll be throwing out every once in a while that might be tempting, but we won't be buying. But there will also be fantastical items that would be kind of fun to be able to purchase, but unfortunately the rich man buys them for his whiny kid. So we just want the Magicite. Do we have 50,000 gold? Yeah, we do. We're rich. I don't think the Magicite even is 50,000 gold, but we're going to make sure we get it. Oh, welcome, poor viewer, to Scumming for Auction Items. That's 2. We are looking for the Zone Seek Magicite. We purchased Golem in the same fashion in the first half of the game. I'll pass. I promise y'all, if this takes too long, we're going to leave. Okay, here's our next item. Here's a splendid chest. Inside is a hero ring. Do I hear 3,000 gold pieces? 4,000 gold pieces. 5,000 gold pieces. 7,000 gold pieces. Well, how about it? I'll pass. This can literally take forever. Like, there's only a very small percentage of a chance that the espers will appear. But maybe we'll get lucky. There we go. So we want that more than money can buy. But we definitely have enough gold, so it's going to be fine. Oh wow, only 10,000 gold pieces. Perfect. Alright, smell you later, auction house. I don't believe Zone Seek teaches you anything new, but it's still a handy thing to have. Now in this city, we have the option of picking up Realm, who would then lead us to Strago. So she's probably up there in terms of priorities. But first I'm going to buy some tents. I guess I can just sleep in the inn here. But we're going to go save since we got Zone Seek, which is a pretty big deal. We got that in like 4 tries. That's great. Golem took us way more tries. Alright, Sleepy Party wakes up. We're just going to go outside and save, and then we will give this a try. So this is Owser's house. We had to come here one time to meet the impresario of the opera, but we didn't really explore or anything. Did I remove that relic? I did. Ooh, a tincture. So there's a bit of a gallery here. Emperor Gestal's portrait. A picture of a lovely lady. Oh no! A darling. 2 darlings. No one said anything about 2 darlings. Man, these guys have a lot of hit points. And some solid defense. $575 experience points, 2 magic points. Randy gained a level, 2520 GP. And there's a door. Vindiers. Love Sonata is the town song. That was Taper, and I believe Taper cures status effects on your party. $326 experience, 1 magic point, 994 gold. Oh, we're getting in the chair. But then there's a monster in the painting. This is a much easier fight. Randy learned Demi. I got ejected from the painting. So it should come as no surprise that the espers that you find in this third of the game, or half of the game, contain some of the better spells. All the like level 3 spells and stuff like Flare and Pearl. You know, just a lot of quality options that we will be enjoying as we go. A Moogle suit. I believe that's Realm Armor. Oh no. Should finish that off. 326 experience points, 1 magic point, 994 gold pieces. Oh, those throws hit really hard. Let's see here. I'm going to use a Phoenix down rather than cast life. Oh no. Oh, well, as you can tell by the amount of yawning I'm doing, it's very shortly, in about 24 minutes, going to be time for my old Toby break, which is, fans of the stream would know, is when I go and enjoy a little bit of an herb sampled by adventurers when they go out on long adventures. I'll be gone for about 15 to 20 minutes, but I hope you'll all be coming back when I get here. I promise I will be making more progress through this game. Even without access to his blitzes, Sabin has been a pretty good contributor to the party damage here. So if I was going to take anything away about him, I'd say that he's very useful through most of the game. Damn, these cats are kicking my ass now. But not enough. Billy gained a level. Billy learned Bolt 2, which probably means he can switch. Found a potion. Whippy ding. We will give him Fenrir. Why not? Or wait, what does Palador give him? I generally don't remember Palador. Haste, slow, haste 2, slow 2, and float at a faster rate than stray. Well, those aren't the worst spells, but I don't really need them right now. I don't really need to run. Oh, that hurts a lot. Oh, at least Savin's counterattacks basically win this fight for me. Spectre. Oh, I see. Ooh, Ghost Moogle. Oh, he blasted himself to death. What a weird world where stray cats can use Blaster. Albie gained a level, Albie learned Dispel, Randy gained a level, Randy learned Vanish and Berserk. How appropriate. An Ether. Well, that's better than a potion. Albie. We'll slap Kyron on Albie. And Randy. Zone Seek. This is what Zone Seek gives you. He does give you better magic power level up than a lot of the Espers available to you at the first half of the game. So that is a reason in favor of picking him up in the World of Balance. But, meh. It's too bad that Randy was taken out in that fight. Oh, maybe we can still do this. Fireball. Oh, man. Maybe Elfire will save us. Hooray! Found a remedy. Was it worth it? I don't know. A Vendor, a Wildcat, and a Crusher. Just kill it all with fire. Why not? $895 experience points, 1 magic point. Billy gained a level, 2564 gold pieces. And it doesn't look like I can get in there from here. Oh. The suit of armor is an enemy. A still life. I don't really know what they're capable of, so I'm just going to hit it with hard attacks. Until it dies. Seems to be using Condemned at me a lot, which puts me on a death timer. Got 14 seconds before people start to die. Oof. 582 experience, 2 magic points, 1574 gold pieces. And a door is revealed. How lovely. Okay, save point is usually a good indicator that I need to use a tent and save. Oop. Good old snare. Fail. Oh. Brutal hits. 2 magic points. 2692 GP. That's good money. I'll take it. Haven't really even looked at shops since I've been back. There's Realm painting a beautiful portrait.
Please help that painting.
The painting?
There's a monster hiding in my prize painting of a goddess.
A monster?
Yes, and now it's nearly impossible to get it to show itself.
Ah.
Keith, we can't attack this masterpiece. It would be inexcusable.
Oof, 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 oof. Who are these numbskulls? No one is going to remove me from this fine new painting.
Chatternook.
The girl in the picture is mine. You can't have her.
Fair. So, essentially the idea here is you want to attack it when it changes into a demon. And what we're going to do is wait it out. Doesn't hit that hard. And now it's changing up, so we'll hit it with everything we got. Which is a lot of stuff, thankfully. We hit very hard with this group. Oh, it's switching back. Okay, well, Bolt 2 probably won't work on it. Fire seemed to be okay. Ouch. I don't know if that charm thing can be cured. Oh, it can. asleep. Ugh, that bolt 2 hits really hard. Good. Oh, Chatterneck. Doomkiss. Ugh. Okay, well now we need you to turn back into a monster, please. Oh, it's happening. It's happening! It's happening! Flash rain. That doesn't sound good. Jeez Louise, this thing is just not dying. Oh, Randy might get taken out here. Yep. Well, Celes is about to go down here. Like, it's not looking good. Oh, he's turning right back into the monster, so Mog will be jumping directly onto him. That's good. That's good. Celes is going to need a life spell. Phantasm. Oh no. Okay, everybody gets cured until that thing changes. Okay, feel free to morph into your other form. There we go. Oh no. See, like, that's annoying. We barely got a chance to do anything there. Two in its other form. Tum to tum tum tum. Annoying. Very annoying.
I'm... This can't be...
Victory. 6 magic points. But no treasure.
Hey, relax. The monster croaked.
Thanks for saving the day. This picture's more precious to me than my own life.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Now, what was a monster doing in that picture?
It all started when I bought a stone at the auction house. I took one look and suddenly felt I needed a portrait of Starlet. I asked several artists, but none could muster enough skill. It was then that I heard about Keefe's amazing ability. I brought her here and put her to work. But while she was painting, that thing came along. It must have been enticed here by the stone.
Where is the stone?
The stone? Over on that bookshelf.
This is magicite.
Whew, I don't need any more bad luck. Just take it and go.
Receive the magicite starlet.
I have to go, but fear not, I'll be back to finish this painting.
I'll be waiting for you.
So now Realm's in the crew. And with Realm in the crew... Also, in case you weren't paying attention, we just got another Esper.
Let's do it. Let's go get that madman.
Oh, whoops.
Let's do it. Let's go get that madman.
We won't be keeping Keefe in the party for long. Just long enough to do this. So this is the Cult of Kefka's Tower, as I mentioned last time. This is a difficult dungeon, and we will be coming back to it later.
You old fool. You're still standing?
Keefe, is that you, my dear? You're alive?
idiot. Of course I'm all right. Oh, I'm so happy. Did you think I was going to check out before you, old man? Ha ha ha. You're as foul-mouthed as ever. Bless your heart. Come along now. We're all glad to see you.
But me most of all, because he's going on the main party.
Whoa, well, I'll be. All right, make room for me.
And that brings us up to 7 party members, out of a total of 14. 12 you know about, and 2 you don't. But we're not going to keep Realm. We are, in fact, going to take Strago. So we're going to unequip everybody. Everybody.
Hey, everyone, let me see the light in your eyes. The old man here hasn't given up yet.
Well, that's good news. Yeah. So let's have a look at Merlin here. First of all, unlike the last time we saw him, he's quite tricked out with magic. Whereas I barely had touched him before. He's not that tricked out, actually, but he's got some of the good spells like Drain and Bio and Doom. But where he really shines is his lures. Before, he only had his starter lures, which included Aqua Rake, Revenge, and Stone. But now he's got a whole bunch of fun little things he can do. Oh, I didn't realize Step Mine was so expensive. Anyway, we're going to go on Old Toby break, and I'll come back and we'll outfit that party, and we'll keep going and collecting our lost comrades. There's at least one more easy one we can get, and I really don't want to be too obsessive compulsive about it, but I would like to go get the Narsh stuff soon, because the sooner I can get my hands on that secret character, the better. But never mind that for now. I'll be gone for about 20 minutes or so, give or take, and when I come back, we will keep playing until about 10 o'clock, so we'll see you then. Also, want to apologize in advance for this title card. Due to my hard drive crash, I lost all my old images, so this one's pretty bare bones. I will have a better one for you next week. And we're back. Thanks for sticking around to see what I'm doing. Okay. So we need relics on the party. So even though, all around, Edgar is probably a better character, we're going to put the experience egg on Strago to try and get him a little bit more powerful. We'll also give him the pod bracelet. Let's see here. I'll give a pair of running shoes and a back guard to Billy. On Albie, we will put the dragon boots that he's been rocking most of the game. And it's tempting to put an amulet on him, but we won't. We'll make him the baddest ass Moogle around. Put a black belt on him. Oh, it looks like we didn't put items on people either. On Celes, Celes will rock double earrings. And then we're going to have to go back and put sprint shoes on somebody. Double shoes. Okay. Well, the next easy party member to get would be Gao. To get him, we just need to go to the Veld with a free party slot. And we're not going to use Gao. I mean, we're just going to grab him and throw him in the airship. So the more complicated party members to get include Locke is probably the toughest. And you need a base of 8 characters to go get him. Now, it's not an optical illusion. Strago is currently wearing the Moogle suit, which makes you look like a Moogle. So that's why he's a Moogle right now. Merlin learned Bolt and Ice too, so we can switch him up on his spells. We'll give him Fenrir for now. Okay, so we remember these enemies from the floating continent, or you should. That makes short work of those misfits. The Apocryphos will cast all the different leveled spells. Oh. Wow!
Me B-team, let's travel together.
And that's all it takes. Who else can we pick up? Cayenne is the one that they send you after at the start of having the airship. So that's probably an easier choice than many of the other ones we could make. Billy doesn't even have an Esperon. WTF. Nor does Celes. Nor does Albie. And I bet he was using Fenrir. Yep. Alright, sorry, Merlin. Does he have all the black magic spells? Like I said, I did a lot of work on getting Merlin into more of a primary party role. We'll give him Gollum. And let Billy have Fenrir. I guess I'll give Palador. Well, what was she working on before? Frit. And she's almost done. Okay. And then Albie. Albie was using Chiron. Okay, that'll do. That's Doma Castle, I believe. That's not where you find Cayenne. Or Cyan. Zozo. Yeah, that is where you'd have to go. But I think you need a special item to go there. Maybe I can do part 2 of Mobliz. Not my weapon forever. Okay. If I remember correctly, there's like...
I don't know what to do. Catherine's pregnant.
Should have thought of that first, bro.
Hey, you guys.
That's not her voice.
Catherine's having a baby. I'm so happy to have had a child, but Dwayne seems miserable.
Catherine, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to handle this. I've been an awful husband, but I'm learning. Please, come back with me.
What's that sound?
Where Fun Bubba's back again.
Fun Bubba. So this is a much tougher Fun Bubba fight. I don't know if I can actually do this yet, but we're going to give it a go. So I think we're going to have Albie cast haste on Celes. And everybody else is going to cast bio. Ooh. Could have been worse. So if memory serves, you can do a certain amount of damage to him, but then... Yeah, here we go here. Oh no. Yeah. So he pushes 2 of your characters out of the fight. In my case, he chose to... Oh, that's not good. But then Terra joins you. At full strength and morphed. So we are going to haste Terra. And repeat the same plan. And I mean, I don't want to guess, but it looks as though she's going to be morphed for the whole fight. Casting haste on the other 2 characters because they have bio and Mog doesn't. But this round I'm going to heal just to be on the safe side. Heal with Mog again. I think I just healed him though, which was a mistake. Solar Plex is going to really hurt, but not as much as I thought it would. And he's down. Okay, that was a cinch. Children from every building. Monster again, I'm afraid. I'm always afraid. But then, the grace of a child sees through the monster and sees the heart within.
Mama, it's you, isn't it? I can tell.
Aww. Huh? Mama? Terra? Mama, Terra. I can fight. Finally, I understand that feeling, even though I kept it buried for so long. I'm sure it's called love. I now realize that we must fight for the future of our children. And then she pees right on Celes.
Dwayne, Catherine needs your help. So does your new baby. Listen, children, your mama has to go away for a while. I'll return when I feel your future's guaranteed. Mama, I'm not gonna cry. Me either. I'll be back, I promise. Till then, you behave. Thank you. You helped me to understand a part of myself. Now I must go to war. We must all believe we have a future. We must fight for those who aren't even born yet. The other two, I guess, are just back at the airship, I hope. Now we're going to have to re-equip everybody, because I'll probably take Terra with me as well. Probably Terra over Celes. Or over Mog.
Hey everyone, let me see the light in your eyes. The old man here hasn't given up yet.
Okay, well, they're definitely coming. Whatever, I'll roll with the party I had for now. Terra can come on the next mission. So let's see. We've got 9 out of the original 12. So we're missing Locke, Cayenne, and Shadow. And that's it. And then there's the 2 secret characters. So we're making good progress. I'd really like to go get one of those secret characters. Shadows is a 2-part quest. I don't know if I really want to start that yet. Maybe try Narsh again. That doesn't seem wise. Maybe with Terra, though. No. We'll go tackle the cave on the Veld and get Shadow going. Where is that cave on the Veld? There it is. I mean, I don't plan to use Shadow, but I want to get everybody. Cave in the Veld.
You're coming with us?
Let's not go that way. Let's see where the dog doesn't want us to go. Oh. Should have saw that coming. Toe cutter. Alright, toe cutter is not a hard enemy. Go and get that chest. Receive the rage ring. That's a specific relic for a specific character.
We 3 recently went hunting on the Veld. We saw some weird kid there dressed all in hides. For some reason, he never came near when all 4 of us were together. In a forest north of the Veld dwells a frightful dragon. I suppose no human could ever defeat it, but oh, how free we would be if someone could. Reduce the number of people in your party if you want them to approach you. That's all tips on how to get Gao, and also to stay out of the forest. Interestingly enough, it's not one of the 8 dragons that's in that forest. It's dinosaurs, as it turns out. Or dinosaurs. They are one of the best things to farm for experience points if you want to level all your characters up to the end. Billy learned X Zone. And a rare spawn in that forest also drops one of the best relics in the game. So we might, on those grounds, go visit that forest at some point. Because I would love to have an economizer. But that's a story for another time. For now, we must proceed with this cave. So we're fighting another toe cutter. We're not really worried about it. Victory. 2 magic points. Albie learned Cure. Albie learned Scan. Celes learned Drain. Still got to learn Regen and Antidote. Does anyone else teach Antidote? I guess not. Well, no, we'll stick with Chiron. If Frit we don't need anymore. We'll give her Palador. I don't think he's quite done with that one yet. He's still learning Stop. And he's still learning Safe and Stop. Okay, good enough. Another toe cutter, and we get to go first. 2 toe cutters this time. Preemptive attack. Mog takes to the skies. $876 experience points, 3 magic points, 1452 GP. There's almost certainly treasure I missed back there. Kick out that Dusk Requiem. $876 experience points, 3 magic points. Albie gained a level. Albie learned Antidote. Celes learned Haste. Got Poison Rod times 1. 1452 GP. Now we'll give Albie Starlet. Which will make Albie quite the healer. Not supposed to go that way yet. Another 2 toe cutters. Oh, she's almost out of magic. And they don't use it. Oh, the snare didn't work on the mostly almost dead toe cutter. Cave in, as we remember, does damage based on their current hit points. If it hits, which it didn't, lightsaber. $876 experience, 3 magic points. Albie learned regen. Billy gained a level. Merlin gained a level. 1452 GP. Wow. Billy's getting a lot of HP now. I don't think that'll work. None of that stuff. Keeps missing them. There we go. Critical hit will finish that fight. Billy learned stop. It's time to switch out some aspers. Although, oh, he needs a frit. And dispel. But otherwise, he's got all the early game spells already memorized. So we will give him a frit because that will keep him busy for a while. Since Drain learns it only times 1. Monster in a box. Hello there. We'll try Runic and see if that does anything. Oh, it does. How about that? I'll use Blowfish to... Oh, wow. He just counterattacks with Doom. try to use a Phoenix down to get Edgar back alive. I know, I guess I'll do the same for Strago. Yikes. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Annihilated. That takes us back to our save from before we entered here, I think. Oh no, do I have to do this whole Terra thing again? Yeah, I probably do. Well, I'll do that off stream for you guys. I know I didn't save state, so I don't dare check it. Oh, that's not a place to go. Oh, I hate losing progress like that for not saving. But it should be easy enough to go beat Fun Baba again. He wasn't that tough. Let's go with good old Desk Requiem. $876 experience points, 3 magic points, and we're back to learning X Zone on Billy. Have another crack at this beastie. Okay, well, let's give it another go, I guess. I mean, does this work? Because if that works, this probably works. Oh. The indignity of killing my Moogle. Well, he took 2 of my guys out, but we got him. Tiger Fangs ×1. I think that's a Sabbat weapon. Sabin weapon, I should say. 2 Phoenix Downs. I guess we'll use life. $438 experience points, 2 magic points. Albie learned Cure, Albie learned Scan, Poison Rod, 726 GP. This cave is full of these toe cutters. $876 experience points, 3 magic points. Albie learned Antidote, Celes gained a level, Celes learned Haste. You learn Haste really fast with Palador. So, unlike the last time when we slapped Starlet on Mog, we are going to actually put Phantom on him, because if I remember what's coming, you'll want Phantom on Mog. Likewise, let's use it right now. Because then I don't think all their tricks work anymore. Certainly not the toe cutters. They're all physical attacks. That's better. Striker. I think you need that to get Shadow after we're done in this cave. I wish we'd phantomed up a long time ago. This really does make this way less tough. $876 experience points, 3 magic points. Billy learned Stop. So we'll give a fret to Billy, as we tried to do before. And we'll go take this door down here. And there's Shadow. 876 experience points, 3 magic points. Albie gained a level. Merlin learned stop. Merlin learned safe. We'll give him Zone Seek for something different. But he'll probably master those spells pretty quick. Alright, there's the save point, so you know the bosses are coming up. But first, some toe cutters. It's tempting to use a tent, but I think keeping our invisibility is probably the smart thing to do. Merlin gained a level. But we will save.
Look at those wounds.
And then a monster came after us. A senior behemoth. Oh, he does use magic. See if level 5 Doom does anything. Nope. We never use spells like Scan. Level 43. Lots of hit points. Weak against fire. Weak against poison. That I can work with. Just try to keep ahead of the damage coming down. He's down, but now there's an enemy coming from behind. At MP on Celes. Well, what do you think? You think he might use magic? Hypno gas. Level 49. Weak against fire. Weak against pearl. Four attacks. Ouch. 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 Block. No more runic. Let's just take him out. Doesn't have life, so we have to use a Phoenix down. That won't work. Oh, unless it does. Jeez. Got 5 magic points. Merlin learned Osmos. Merlin learned Rasp. Got Behemoth Suit ×1. Thunderblade ×1. The Behemoth Suit's even better than the Moogle Suit. We can't do anything for her here. Fun fact, if you didn't let Shadow live, that's actually Realm, which is why it said her. Let's take her back to Thamasa using the airship. You were having a nightmare. There's a whole backstory to Shadow that I've never bothered looking into. You came to fetch me, but I won't be coming back. I want you and the girl to live in a peaceful world. Let's rest here for a moment. So I think all you have to do now to get him is go to the Colosseum and bet that striker dagger we picked up. That's Zozo. That's the top left. Okay. That would be it there. Okay. So this is the arena. We're just going to use a tent. And I don't think you can really lose this battle. But just in case, we're going to save it.
Look at me, I'm a receptionist. Now you'd better watch what you bet, or Master Chewpot will just come and take it from you.
Care to fight in the Colosseum? With pleasure. So here you bid items, and then it'll show you a battle that you can fight, and possibly a reward you get if you win the battle. You pick one guy to go in the arena. You don't control the guy. But I think it's the striker. Yep. So we will have Billy fight him. Pretty good so far. Oh, uses the noise blaster. Making Shadow hit himself. And he wins. Got the striker. Same thing he bet. What are you doing here? The only thing I know is how to do is fight. Why not come with us? Well, first I need to see how far I can get here. Except not, because he joins you. Well, I think I'm going to take this viewerless night to duck out a bit early tonight, gang. So I'm going to go ahead and thank my sponsors and probably cut it a little early. I just want to thank the wonderful people who brought me this tech that I use every week to come and talk to everybody. First of all, I want to thank Fat Owl Fibres for this excellent webcam that brings my smiling face into your eyeballs every week. Fat Owl Fibres is a local crafting concern here in Ottawa, but they make all kinds of cool, cute little pop culture crafts, from Pickle Ricks to Freddie Mercury dolls to, you know, all kinds of different things. You should check them out on Instagram if you have any interest in that kind of thing. They, if you're willing to work something out, they'll probably ship at least to Canada and maybe even to the United States. Go ahead and look them up on Instagram. Like I said, that's Fat Owl Fibres. And this wonderful microphone that broadcasts my voice from week to week was provided by Scout Vintage Thrift. Scout Vintage Thrift is a mostly women's clothing vintage store here in Ottawa, a pop-up shop. You can see all their pieces on Instagram as well at Scout Vintage Thrift. I think that you would probably be able to find some pretty nice clothes if there's a lady you're trying to impress or anything like that. Certainly worth a look, and maybe even a follow. You never know. She's posting new stuff all the time, and thanks to her, we have this top-of-the-line USB microphone. So, yeah, that's Scout Vintage Thrift, also on Instagram, jeez, talk much. That's going to do it for me this week, gang. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. It's been nice to be back. Shouldn't have any hardware failures, and hopefully my health keeps up. So from all of us here at Son of Stapes, we'll see you next Tuesday.